Guys, what's up? The breaking news this morning, Noah Syndergaard has signed a one-year deal with the Los Angeles Angels, leaving the New York Mets behind in the dust. Syndergaard, the former All-Star, spent the first 7 seasons of his career with the Mets, but now is moving on to greener pastures in Los Angeles. I mean Anaheim. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim? They play in Anaheim, but we'll call them the LA Angels. Okay, if you're a Mets fan or even just a baseball fan, this is a shocker. In 2019, his last full season, Syndergaard pitched in 197 innings, but had a 4.28 ERA. His FIP suggested that he probably pitched a lot better, but still, the numbers weren't great. Heading into 2020, before we knew it would be a COVID-shortened season, it was announced that Syndergaard would require Tommy John surgery on his UCL and his right elbow. The Mets expected Syndergaard to get back at the latest by June, but unfortunately, he had a setback. When he did finally return in 2021, the Mets season was already over. It was late September. He made 2 appearances, pitched 2 innings, and gave up 2 runs. But at the end of the season, when the media asked him how he felt about coming back and playing for the Mets and coming to New York, he said that he'd be really inclined to do so, that he really loves New York and he would be willing to take their qualifying offer. So the Mets extended the qualifying offer, and I think most fans kind of thought that it was in the bag. And then the news today, Noah Syndergaard and the Angels have agreed to a 1-year deal for $21 million. Honestly, I'm shocked by this. The only reason I thought that Syndergaard might leave the Mets was if a long-term contract offer was out there from another team. But for Syndergaard to sign a 1-year deal with another team for only $2.8 million more really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Not to say the Mets are a great organization or anything, because we know they're not. But like I said, Noah Syndergaard seems to love the limelight, loves to take his shirt off on Instagram, start a book club. So to me, it made sense that he'd want to stay in New York and try to rebuild his value heading into next free agency. For the Angels, it's a low risk, high reward move. Syndergaard's only 29 years old, so there's still probably a lot left in the tank. $21 million seems like the going rate for a starting pitcher, considering what Eduardo Rodriguez just signed for with the Tigers. One of the major issues in Syndergaard's rehab last year was his ability to throw breaking balls. He was told there was too much stress being put on his elbow, and that's what set him back. So Syndergaard did not throw a single breaking ball in his 2 outings this year. When, if ever, will he be able to do that again? And if he can't, can he be an effective MLB pitcher? Just food for thought, but it's at least a good start for the Angels offseason. From the Mets' perspective, I feel duped. Honestly, Noah Syndergaard's been a very frustrating pitcher in my opinion. I've not thought he's the greatest or smartest pitcher when it comes to sequences. I think he tries to rely on that fastball too heavily at times and just blow it by hitters. And I think he's kind of an egotistical, narcissistic weirdo who just wants to post on Instagram all day. That being said, the Mets have a lot of holes on their roster, especially concerns in the rotation. It would have been nice to have Noah Syndergaard slotted back into the rotation and at least take care of one of their issues. All offseason, it sounded like Noah wanted to come back on a qualifying offer, and then he kind of just goes out like a ship in the night. But Noah Syndergaard gets what he wants. Now he can go and post his shirtless pics and do his book club and date Instagram models out in Los Angeles. Congratulations, Noah. So guys, what do you think? Is this a good move for the Angels? If you're a Mets fan, how are you feeling right now? Are you upset? And what do you expect out of Noah Syndergaard in an LA Angels uniform? Guys, you can watch my previous video where I give you everything you need to know about the Mets' new GM, Billy Epler. And stay tuned for my upcoming video where I will predict where the top free agents in 2022 will sign.